know you don't like wheat bread because it is so dry and not sweet. Well, I'm about to change that your mentality with this easy, straightforward wheat bread recipe. This is so soft, cakey, and moist. So let's get right into this video. Firstly, you need 1/4 cup of powdered milk, 1 cup of water. You want to mix this to combine. Then go ahead and add your active dry yeast. I'm using 11 gram here. All the measurement will be on the screen. Then add honey. You know, yeast thrive with sugar, so you add some honey. I added 2 teaspoons of honey. Then I'm also going to mix this to combine and let this sit again for 10 minutes so that it can proof. This way you are sure that your yeast is active. So whenever you're not sure about your yeast, please go ahead and try this method. It works like magic all the time. Then let's mix our dry ingredient. For the dry ingredient, I'm using 2.5 cup of whole wheat flour. I'm also going to be adding some nutmeg, some salt. Then I'll mix this to combine. After 10 minutes, I check on my yeast. As you can see, it is foaming on top. This shows that my yeast is active. Then I'll go ahead and transfer the wet ingredient into the dry ingredient. I'll be using my food processor for this. You can use your hand mixer, you can use your hand, but also go ahead and add some vegetable oil. I need this for 10 minutes. And you can also omit your vegetable oil for butter. And if you are using your hand to knead, please, you have to do this for 20 minutes. Yes, but because I'm using a food processor, we just make it more easier. I need it for 10 minutes. Then I flour my surface and I transfer my batter into my flour surface. Then I'll be kneading this again for 5 minutes until it is smooth and nice. And then when you're kneading, if you notice it become very sticky, go right ahead and add some vegetable oil. I don't want to add more flour because I want my wheat bread to be very soft. Yes, so I added some vegetable oil. This will help it not get too sticky. Just go ahead and knead this until it is nice and smooth. As you can see now, it is not sticky at all. This is what your vegetable oil does when you add it. If you know you don't add more flour, you don't want your bread to be too strong, just add a little bit of vegetable oil. And then transfer this to a bowl, cover with cling film and let it rest in a warm place for an hour. The warmest place in my house is my oven, so I kept it there for an hour. Then while I grease my pan, it is important to grease your pan so that your bread cannot stick to your pan. So I added some margarine, then I just spread it all over the pan. Also, I'm going to be dusting some flour into this, and the flour that you use is still the same wheat flour. You can use any kind of flour just to toast your pan. Make sure you coat it evenly, then set aside. This was after an hour. As you can see, our yeast have poofed. Then I transferred it into my work surface. I just used my hand just to massage it a little bit. I also use my hand to spread it and roll it in. At this stage, you can decide to roll it in however you want. I'll be going for the normal loaf bread size. So just roll it to your preferred desired shape. Then transfer this to your grease pan. Then you want to cover this up and let it proof again for the second time for 40 minutes. Or you can just go right ahead and bake this. But because I am extra, I like to proof my bread twice just to make it more softer and fluffy. And this was after an hour. I'm going to give this an egg bath. This way it's going to come out more crispy, more shiny, and more beautiful. If you don't have an egg, you can skip this part, but I will highly advise you to do this step. As you can see, my bread is ready. At this point, my oven has been preheated for 15 minutes. I baked this in my oven for 10 minutes, and after 30 minutes, this is what I have. Just look at how beautiful this is. And this bread came out very easy. That was because we greased our pan with margarine and flour. This is the reason why you should. If not, it will not come out very easy, and your bread might even break itself. So it is better you do this step. And guys, just look at this. Just to give this an extra shine, I greased it with some little butter just to give it more shine because we are extra. And guys, look at this. Oh my goodness, this is the moment of truth. This bread was so soft, Not the usual dry wheat bread that you know. No. This bread was so moist, was so delicious. Oh my goodness. And guys, just look at this. You have succeeded in making yourself a delicious and a no-nonsense wheat bread that tastes so delicious and so cakey as well. And guys, I had to pair mine with some egg and it was so good. I hope you'll be trying this, and if this is your first time coming to my page, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up on this video. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you'll be trying this recipe. Don't forget to save this and share to your loved ones. See you guys in my next video, and bye for now.